Hey, hello everybody, it's Ultranum here, and today we are playing something different from Terraria, finally. This time we are playing Library of Ruina. This game is a deck building game that caught my eye because it is a part of the Vault of Lobotomy Corporation, which is one of my favorite games. So let's just jump into it. And yes, I am going to delete all my save data because I've been playing this game a lot. Just to see how it is. I'll go out to the street, my hands in my pockets. Scene 1, Kennard. I still cannot leave this place. Even at the end of all this, I cannot be free. Am I not allowed to have a dream that is beyond my means? Wow, I am awful at reading. Damn it, the purple tear. Can't believe this is how she handled it. What the hell happened? What with all the smoke? I guess I'll just have to trust her. I'll only say this once. I despise verbose and roundabout speech that doesn't get straight to the point. So don't try to get wordy, just answer my questions. You don't get to question me either. Where did you go? Where did you come from? How did you get into this place and for what purpose? Well, who are you to... Oh boy, I'm suddenly getting all nauseous. Ah, my leg! Oh fuck. That's one way to start a conversation. I warned you, as you crossed the line. Let me ask you one more time. Where did you come from? How did you enter this place? And for what purpose? I was just walking around and ended up here before I even realized it. I have no idea how I got here. Damn it, blood's gushing out of my right leg. I swear, I wasn't trying to trespass. I don't even know where this is. I woke up around 1 PM and started walking around the streets of District 13. Since I was out and about, I figured I could go whenever I wanted. So I decided to drop by Ham Pen. What the fuck is that? I heard they served a weekly special sandwich. Wow, this font, covered by blood, is really hard to read. Anyway, I had bills to pay, got no jobs, and had to make a living somehow as a one-man office. I'm not... Damn it. You dragged on too long. I'll be taking your left arm and left leg next. You have no purpose, and you don't even know how you get here. Just who are you? Just an ordinary fixer who hit rock bottom. What the hell is this place? And who are you? Come on, taking 2 limbs at once is cheating. Ah, poor guy. I'm the one asking questions. Your name? Roland. Good. Welcome to the library. We've yet to serve any guests, but then you suddenly appeared out of nowhere. It took me quite a bit of effort designing this library to ensure that no unwanted guest could enter, you see. Damn it, these limbs were all I had. Don't have any cash or mortgages to get new ones anymore. Seems he's fainted. Hey, this looks cooler. Wake up. My legs, my arms. Wait, they're intact again? You should be able to swing your arms and walk again. And they made a few readjustments to your body to make it a bit easier to use. Although you did trespass on my library, I also took your limbs away without your consent, so I'm giving you this an apology. I'm quite patient and generous, you see. Patient my ass. Am I really supposed to be thankful for this? And your warning isn't in effect anymore, right? Nope, not anymore. I had a few thoughts while you were knocked out. And here's my conclusion. You'll help me out here. What? Huh? Do syndicates these days kidnap people this way too? Or is this one of the wings? I heard rumors that they abduct test subjects from here and there for singularity research. An acquaintance of mine apparently began jumping between dimensions as a side effect of one of those experiments. My life really is an unlucky mess. This is a library. I do not know the syndicates you are talking about, but this place isn't a win list. Doesn't really matter. Whatever the case, I'm trapped here and you'll exploit me, right? Yes. I'm letting you live for two reasons. First, I need an analysis on how you could enter this place uninvited. Sending you back or neglecting you without knowing the reason could pose a significant threat to the library. Well, it's not like you can leave without my permission anymore. Second, from now on, I will collect books around the city in search of the one absolute book, okay? And I want you to help me with this process. Since you are a resident of the city, I expect you to be helpful in various ways. I knew this would happen to me someday. People would disappear without a trace, only to be found as chunks of flesh much later. I used to laugh at these poor folks for being careless and unlucky, but now I see it has nothing to do with carelessness or anything. It just happens without a moment's notice. Don't be too concerned about your life. You are not allowed to die here unless I permit you to. Damn it. So this is a crazy laboratory sort of deal. Do you like shove random stuff like corn kernels and clockwork into people's stomachs and turn them into walking popcorn, spirit popcorn machine man or something? This has got to be the worst. I'd much rather die and be over with it all. If you spout such nonsense one more time, I'll gladly turn you into a human popcorn machine as you so wish. I've already gone through so many cycles of bullshittery, responding to every bit of meaningless rubbish. Sorry, ma'am. Let me introduce myself properly. My name is Angela. I am the head librarian and the director of this library. Angela. That's a good name. So, what am I supposed to do? Your role is to welcome the guests invited to the library. I will carefully determine what guests to invite and write an invitation accordingly, and you will entertain the guests once they accept the invitation and arrive at the library. Since you have actual experience working as a fixer, I'm sure you will be able to give the various types of guests a much better reception than I could. I'm just a washed up grade 9 fixer though. What's this reception all about anyway? Do I catch their eyes or be a waiter for them or something? It's simple. You just have to deal with the guests in a physical manner, of course. The library presents the guests with an ordeal, and books will open up in the process. The guests who have overcome the ordeal will be deemed worthy to earn their books. There is the possibility that you may die in the process of reception, but it's only temporary. You'll get back up when the library closes. No one here may rest without my permission. Do you happen to have some weird fantasies about Fixer? Aren't you expecting too much from a grade 9? I am not as talented as you seem to think, you know. That's none of my business. I have prepared a manual for you, so go ahead and figure things out for yourself. Okay, the manual. So, I've played this game a lot already. I have like about 18 hours in the game. So, I understand how this works. I think I get the gist of it now. So, how does this invitation exactly work? Open up the invitation and register the books you wish to serve to your guests. And next, the invitation will be naturally sent to those who need the books. That's it? Sounds a bit too easy. The invitation is another carefully crafted work of mine, much like the library. Yes, think of it as a compass. It would be easier to understand that way. Ah, a compass? As in the tool that tells directions? That's right. The invitations will guide me towards the one book that I truly wish to obtain. And sometimes, the invitation may turn red according to the books you've registered. A red invitation indicates that it can be sent to the special guests who will unravel the next part of the story. Until we register the books that match with the red invitation wants, our journey will be halted for a bit. But there's no guarantee that the guests will always respond to the invitation, right? In fact, there is. They're destined to come. And the guests will accept the invitation of their own will and enter the library. That's surprisingly polite and fair for something that takes place in this city. Most of the time, people's lives are taken away by others without any consent or agreement. Well, anyway, once we get those books, what comes next? The library is a place of limitless possibilities. Even I I cannot fathom the infinite space and power of this library just yet. That's why I wish to complete the library by filling that space with books. And I will get in my hands the one perfect book that will complete me and my library. The perfect book, huh? I suppose those books are different from the ones I know. Oh, okay. I love this. Okay, so the game starts right about now. Yeah, so this is the manual that we got earlier. So basically, we have this invitation page where we can invite guests, choose the act. So with different acts there are different rewards. So we start from the first one and we use one of the books of the day. So we use the books of something, which we have infinite number of, and we set the invitation. And as you can see, it is of the red color, meaning that it will progress the story. So we send it, and we read the history of different people. Hey, hurry up and scrape them up now. Those sly goons might arrive any second. I'm doing my best here. I just can't seem to get a clean grip of these guts. The contents of this guy are weirdly different. I've never even heard of a body modification procedure that does this. Something's off about these organs. They're looking really strange. Damn it, their footsteps are getting closer. Forget about clean cuts. Just pull him out and take him all. At this rate, our heads are gonna get nicely chopped off our bodies. Why does he have this kind of stuff in his body? Whatever, just take him. We're out of time. Just about done. Now, run! That was close. You're about one, Pete. Going for a god harvest in the territory managed by the Swai. These are the only jobs we have left. We have to climb up by any means necessary, whatever it takes. You know my dream, right? To become one of the fingers in the backstreets. I'll admit, it's rare to see someone with a dream these days. Let's sell off these gods we hold first. We gotta prepare enough cash to offer to the stray dogs. True, this would be our chance to join an urban legend class syndicate. Alright, time to check out the harvest. Hey, is this a joke? You sure you scrapped up the right stuff? I told you! This guy didn't have a single proper organ inside him. I expected innards soaked in drugs like encapsulated words. These are damaged too badly. It's almost like someone already blew them up. We only dosed him with anesthetics, didn't do no harm. This doesn't make sense. How could he have even walked around with these messed up organs? What if it's one of those, you know? Rumors say that a guy who skewers and threats people alive to turn them into dolls. Yeah, I've heard of that too. But look at the state of these things. Not the case at all. I hear those dolls are made by threading flesh and bones together. But this son of a bitch didn't have any scars or stitches showing outside. Now that I think about it, there was a round orange symbol on the back of his neck. I thought it was a tattoo at first, but he didn't seem like the type to have one. He was a desk-walking dweeb. Symbols? Tattoos? Damn it. Please don't tell me we poked the wrong beehive. Besides that, he also had this envelope in his body. What the hell is an envelope doing in a human body? This keeps getting worse. Give me that. An invitation to a library? What's this about? Books? We can get books from the library? What a bunch of nonsense. It was a flop after all. The payment is due tomorrow. We've got 7 hours to be exact. That's too little time for another run of god harvesting. We head into the library as the invitation says. I don't know what this book thing is, but we're out of options. We gotta take any chance we get. Isn't this just suicide? We don't know what kind of place it might be. Can't be any worse than dying to the stray dogs or the Swine Association. We're screwed anyway. Shut up and follow me if you want to live. What was that we just saw? Fragments of the invitation process. We can take a peek at the stories of our upcoming guests. Didn't take you for a peep in Tom. It's more convenient to know what kind of guests will visit us in advance, isn't it? Besides, this is the invitation's will, not mine. Let's explain it scene you got there, ma'am. Price upon people and kidnap them too. A perfect tool for crimes. Heck, if the invitation can do all that, why don't we just skip the whole reception part? Can we just teleport them right into a room full of traps or something? I cannot do that. We can only take a peek when it has been decided that the guests are coming here of their own volition. And the invitation's power isn't wholly mine either. I am simply borrowing. Yeah, no way anything can go smoothly in the city. They're desperate guests. Tell me, was the invitation responsible for that symbol and internal damage as well? What? Not a chance. It doesn't have anything to do with that happened. The invitation simply finds a way to those who need it. That means those weird happenings were someone else is doing. I've never seen that kind of phenomenon back when I was a fixer. It's like something from the ruins. Ruins? I don't know a whole lot either. I only heard stories of it. Should I describe it as magic? That kind of stuff exists in the ruins apparently. In any case, we simply greet our guests. They seem to be low class, but oh well. Those are probably a bunch of lovely gangsters from the backstreets. We call them rats. Groups of half-assed thugs that barely qualify as a syndicate. They don't have any money or power. They're losers who only think about making ends meet day by day. I might have just roasted myself here. The backstreets, I know of them. You do? Someone I know was from the backstreets. Well, that's nothing special really. The backstreets stretch all over the city like veins. Heck, it might actually be tougher to find someone who isn't from the backstreets. So this is a library. Looks fancier than I thought. Could be a bunch of valuable things here. Greetings, dear guests. This is the library. And I am Angela, the librarian of my role's namesake. You may find what you desire here, but you also may end up yielding your precious possessions to us. You, the owner of this place? We're allowed to take whatever we want here, right? Indeed. You might earn books, to be exact. If you're able, of course. Are those books things really worth a lot, though? Of course they can be, if the information they hold is valuable. Manche, beggars can be choosers. We gotta cling on to anything that we can find. May you find your broken displays then. Okay, finally. So now it is time to fight, and we can see the resistances of the enemies and my own. The entire my deck that consists of different cards and their decks. Also, this card is much more strong when you get it. Huh, I did not see it at first. Okay. So, another manual, I know this. Okay. Basically, this die that is over everyone's head. This is the speed die. The more it has, the faster you'll go. So basically, if I had a 3, I would go first. But knowing that I have a 2 and they all target me, I'll go first with someone in a clash anyways. So what are they doing? Because I can see the enemy's attacks. So this is normal, so I probably should attack someone who uses an attack that I'm Victor. Probably this guy, because slashing damage is fatal to him. Okay, so this is all of my light. I use light to do my different attacks and use pages. And we click this button to proceed into the combat stage. Yeah, one-sided attacks and clashing. So I roll every time I die to see what kind of damage I'm going to do. The same thing applies to blue dice like this. They are defensive dice. So if I use this and the opponents roll a red die for the first time, for the first attack in their page, I will have a chance to dodge it or block. So let's see. This guy attacks me with a fatal attack, so I'm going to use light defense on him. And you see, I rolled more than him, so I evaded. And if an evasion rolls against a block or a block against a block, I can stagger them by hitting them with the block. You see that there are two stats of every character. It is the HP and the stagger resist. The stagger resist basically means that if it goes to 0, the enemy is staggered and cannot move for a whole turn. So this can win me a lot of time. I'll probably go for this one with the focus strikes. Yeah, focus strikes are super strong. And once again. Oh, I don't have focus strikes, okay. Yep. So this guy is staggered, but he's not dead. So his speed die is shattered, meaning that he cannot move this turn. But I can, and I will kill him. Also, when you're staggered, all of your resistances fall down to fatal. So all the damage you have, you get during the stagger, you get twice as more. I wonder if it's so important for them to belong to a renowned syndicate. I'm getting tired of speaking this much. It's all part of the city life. You have to belong to a group, be it a syndicate or anything else. Living in the city gets too tough otherwise. Okay, so we opened the flow of general works. You can now select the flow of general works during reception. And a new assignment has been added. And it is on level 1. So I can burn books to get pages. Pages are like cards in any other deck building game. So we do this really cool animation to burn the pages. And you get key pages that you can equip to encapsulate the soul of someone you already killed, and these are the combat pages that you can use during the fight. And I will burn some more books to get more combat pages. And here we go, we have now all of the key pages and a lot of combat pages. So we go to the library. Here are a lot of things. So the library is kind of like a menu. So this assignment that we have is obtain the Book of Finn, and we will have something interesting waiting for us. And here is the deck of my Roland that you can use. So we can go for focus strikes, a god harvesting, dirty blow, and some pages that will defend me, 2 charging covers, and bite off because it inflicts bleed. And now we oh, I actually forgot, so I should empty the bookshelf and get one of the pages. So I can basically look like the enemies I've killed and use their resistances. So I'm going for Manchi. And now we make the same deck. And yeah, it's okay. So let's invite the next guest using the Book of Rats that we got from the rats. And the invitation once again turns red and we can send it. Foiled again. I didn't go through all the trouble of becoming a fixer to do mundane chores like this. You know how it is. Only a select few get to rise up in the ranks. But still, we might see the light of the day if we start out with small attacks, don't you think? I envy your optimism, Finn. But requests like please find my lost cat before night falls is seriously not it. Garbage offices get garbage requests. Yeah, Finn. You probably had better things in mind when you became a fixer. You know, a bigger field to play on. I'm sure I can move on to a nicer office or become an associate fixer someday if I keep working hard. Then I might... That's odd. There's this envelope in my pocket. It says the invitation. Smells fishy. Can't overlook something like this. Besides, if what's written on the invitation is true, those books would be of interest to several associations. It is interesting, but we don't exactly know what's in the library, right? We should report this to the office first and take care of it formally. I ain't about to feed a garbage office that won't feed me. We're going first if you don't wanna. And they call themselves fixers. Do you happen to be friends with them? What? Look, assuming all fixers know each other is... It's like picking two random pedestrians and hoping they know each other. Your question is basically asking these two strangers, you're both humans, so you must know each other, right? You get what I mean? I should expect to see many different kinds of fixers if what you're saying is true. Pretty much. Okay, and now we fight these guys. And their attacks are... Well, they really are mainly slashing and piercing, and I'm weak and fatal to them, but we'll hope they don't kill me. Oh, there are only two of them. It's super easy. It's 2 to 3, I can use God Harvesting and always have more damage than him. If I have more damage in battle than the opponent, my attack will be used and their won't. So this is something I used even in the first fight and did not tell you about. So here, see, I rolled 6, meaning that my attack will go through and his won't. Next, defense. It's 1 to 2, I get 1 to 4. I'll use it, okay? It's my only 3 dice attack. Okay, I rolled max damage for it. Now she's about to get staggered and she uses this again. Oh, I have 4 strikes, okay. It's game. Yep. Curtain call for the reception of Yon's office fixers. Also, I forgot something. I have some battle symbols to use. Here it is. I don't like how this looks, so I will make it invisible. And let's burn some books. Well, I get some books. Let's look if they're they're pretty much the same. What about the combat pages? Well, not much really. Oh no, I have Wallop. This is a great attack. Okay, let's invite one more and we'll probably call this a day. Okay, let me... Okay, everything's alright. Sir, they still haven't responded back to us. Something must have happened in the library. Plenty of fixers disappear without a trace. Whether they died or ran off, further lack of response means a violation of contract, and they're facing expulsion from my office. And there is too little evidence to back up your claim about this invitation. A door appeared out of thin air was inside the paper, and they disappeared into that? Couldn't be rich people's shenanigans or wings experimenting with this singularity. Yoon's office does not have any time to spare with things like that. I might still be a grade 9 fixer, but I can sense that something's off about this. Oh really? How tragic that such good instincts of a grade 9 fixer are wasted on a humble office. Listen up, little frog in the wall. In this city, insane events happen every second of the day, most of which you haven't even heard of. You won't have time to be feeling off about something when there's numerous other things that need your attention. If you can't present visible evidence right now, it's not worth looking into. What about that envelope right in front of you, operator? What? You little brat, trying to pull a cheap trick on me? I didn't do anything, I swear. Get out for a moment. Hey, this is Yon's office. Got a good lead this time. Lend me some cash so I can hire a few. No, seriously, I have a good feeling about this. True, it can end up failing like you said. I can check just one more time if you want. I'm not exactly fond of this method, but... Yep, I have one guy fit for the job. It seems fixers must report their office before they can even begin working. Well, that's formally the case. I could bypass that since I ran a one-man office though. Fixers aren't any better than syndicates when it comes to grit. And it looks like this guy's trying to exploit a naive kid too. So this is the library. Yeah, Jan said that we might even get sponsorship from association if I succeed. I'll do my best. Greetings, Fixer. I am Angela, the librarian of my role's namesake. Hello, I'm Finn, a fixer at Jan's office. Is it true that I can find books containing lots of information in this place? Yes, of course. You were given the invitation for that exact reason. May you find your books in this place. Really? So this is supposed to be a boss battle, but he has like 18 health. Oh god. I will literally be beating up a child. Well, and he doesn't even have a speed die over 2. Wow. But he does fatal attacks. Okay, I'll probably just one hit KO him with this. Oh, I didn't kill him. Okay. I thought it would be more damage. And that's it. Okay. It is so easy at the start of the game and it will become so much harder. Like 5 fights in. Oh boy, that's not all that delightful to see a young rookie fall like that, all things considered. You said yourself that our way is quite polite and fair before, didn't you? That most of the time people's lives are taken away by others without any consent or agreement. The library is different. People who enter this place have agreed to risk death to gain what they want. They even signed the paper to show such agreement. No coercion or compulsion is involved in this process. They make their own choice and pay accordingly. Well, yeah, fair point. But still, it kinda feels dirty in a way. So, now we'll begin something interesting. I'll burn some Finn's books. Now we'll begin the last fight of this episode. And what does Finn's page do? Okay, it's weak to blood damage, so I'm not using that. There's not a lot of things I got from this page, okay. So if we click on this, since when did the cutscene play? Okay. You seem to be doing your job meekly and well for someone who complained so much. What else did you expect after greeting me in such a violent manner? Heck, I was struck hard. I find myself in the middle of nowhere, and the first person I meet blows off my limbs. I was lost at first, but I get the gist of receiving guests now that I've tried it a few times. So I do still have a complaint. Complaint? Sheesh man, again with its stare. Can't say a thing. Just tell me what you mean. I mean, well, it's kinda tough to receive all the guests alone. Guests arriving one by one I can deal with, but when a whole group enters, the first thing that comes to my mind is how the hell am I supposed to fight all of them? There's gotta be a point where one person is no longer enough, right? It's only working right now because all we've been facing were minor syndicates and stuff. And the whole fuss about heightened emotions. You said I can't just kill the guest right away because of that. What's that face hinting at? There is a way, technically speaking. Although I'm not certain if it's for the best. You're gonna join in the fight yourself? No. There are entities that could be of help, however. And those entities are the beings that used to wield tremendous strength and power, but are now too transient to maintain a physical form, hardly holding on to existence. I don't remember seeing any living being in this library other than you and me. They're asleep inside books, where the perfect environment for them is simulated, along with librarians who will be of assistance to you. Librarians? Entities inside books? That's all you need to know about them for now. What matters more is that they can be useful for the library's growth. Alright, let's say that's the case. How are those sleeping entities supposed to help us exactly? You have to enter their books and free the librarians trapped within. I believe they're under the influence of the Abnormality's powers for various reasons. Since they're highly unstable, they won't easily trust us. You're basically saying that they'll take us for invaders. Correct. If you can overcome all ordeals presented by them, they will come to accept you. Instructions still unclear, ma'am. You said they're as mighty as wet paper now. You sure they can give any help? We are not making the abnormalities receive guests for us. If they can be understood and accepted, they will empower the librarians, directly or indirectly. Still too ambiguous, I've gotta say. Anyhow, what you're saying is that they'll present us with ordeals, basically, and we have to overcome them to earn the recognition and borrow the powers. Entering books. Sound like something out of a fairy tale. We'll need their power to heighten the emotions of our guests to the peak after all. I wish you success in here. Sure, anything you say, ma'am. Will you enter the Book of Bloodbath? This does not sound like something promising, but I will. And now, first, I'm on the left now. Second, what the fuck? Inflicts 3 paralysis. Okay, I do 1 to 6. Well, let's try for Velop. Okay, I did not roll. Fuck. Paralysis is awful. Now thinking, I can just attack him. I probably will use Dirty Blow to try and stagger the Bloodbath. Okay, I staggered myself, fuck! I am going to lose this battle. So this is the attack that I have to block or overpower. It's 1 to 3, so I can literally just use this and always be on top. Yep, just like I said. So if even one of those attacks doesn't connect, it's basically a win for me. Oh, I don't have any light. Fuck, that's awful. I'm going to risk it away because it is a blunt attack. Fuck, I get staggered. Okay, this does not look too good. At least he doesn't use the pale hands. That would be awful. Okay, here they are. So, this is a problem. If I get hit too much, I'll get staggered at once. Okay, one of the attacks did not go through. I have to... Why do I still have 1-on-1 light? Fuck! It's on 1 stagger resist! I am so close! I can't stagger this! What? And he uses spell hands again. And I still have 1 fucking... I hate this. I hate this so much. Yes! Stagger deflect. Okay. Oh. And I have to light. Okay. Now we're dealing some damage. Yeah. Okay. He's on 7 HP, I'm on 15. And I still have only 1 light. Why do I have it? Why? Okay, I am nearly staggered myself. That is not good news. I am going to get staggered by this. I cannot use anything because I don't have enough light. Oh, I didn't get staggered, wow. Well, this will stagger me. It's 1 to 6. I can use Dirty Blow for 3 to 7 and hope. Nope. Okay, I lost the fight. For sure. And pale hands, fucking yeah, of course. Suppression of Bloodbath failed. Let's try something different. Fuck focus strikes, they don't work. Struggle is a great defensive card. And also fuck gut harvesting, it does not work too. I do not know what to put here. We can use preparation because it restores light. So let's try this. Okay, depression. Well, this is one way to start off a fight, okay. And first attack stagger. Wow. Okay, I just got lucky and I am going to annihilate him for that. It's 2 turns now and the bloodbath is at 3 HP and 1 light. And it uses thinking. If I just break through the defenses, I am going to kill him. Oh no, I didn't. Fuck. Wait. Why didn't I kill him? Well, okay. Again, I'm going preparation and hope for a clash win. Fuck, it's a tie. Okay, finally. Now I will annihilate this enemy. Deflect and stagger and kill. Okay. So, suppression of bloodbath complete. I just got lucky. And I have some abnormality pages that I will use as my emotion increases. And also level 2, yes. And I have another librarian. I'll give her the things page. Just some cards, so it doesn't use the normal ones. Also this. Okay, so I think we are done for now. This was a very interesting episode. I look forward to playing this game a lot more because I like it a lot. Like, it's so good. So that's it. Thank you for watching. See you around. Goodbye.